What are your favorite video games of all time?
Favorite video games of all time?
Console.
On a console.
And console.
Oh, and console. I was a huge Dreamcast fan. I was that kind of kid, you know? I was always the kid that had the Sega console first and played by himself, you know? Like all the way back to like when the NES came out, I had the Master System and was like trying to like get other kids into my room. Like really, it's cool. Play Kung Fu, you know, and Fist of the North Star. It's really cool and it's kind of there's a game that's kind of like Duck Hunt, but it's not Duck Hunt. And then I would always sort of relent and buy the Nintendo system, you know, because everyone else was playing Ghosts and Goblins, and I was like, wow, I gotta have Ghosts and Goblins. Speaking of game franchises, Ghosts and Goblins is one of my favorite things ever. That theme song is generally really like at 24/7.
I can hear you.
So I was incredibly excited when they came out with Maximo on the PS2. Which had that theme song. Seriously, I have so many versions of that theme song in my iTunes. I'm a huge fan of my 360. It's like the console that I go to pretty much all the time. If a game comes out and it's multi-platform and it's a multiplayer thing, I get it on the 360 because it's just a lot more convenient. You know, it's just more fun for me to play with my friends as opposed to not being able to talk to them, you know? Are you shaking your head because you're like a Wii fan? That's the Wii. Nintendo made the Wii. WarioWare? Yeah, that was an awesome game, but after like the umpteenth Mario game, Nintendo keeps making, I don't want to ever save that fucking princess ever again. I love Super Mario Brothers, you know, I'm a huge fan of it, but a little imagination, you know? It's like, Link probably wants to shoot himself in the fucking head right now. You know, I want to play the princess saving Link. You know, just turn it around a little bit. I can't stand looking at another Mario Kart, and another Mario playing tennis, or any of that stuff. You know, it's like, I'm gonna start getting sick of Pikmin soon if they come out with many more of them. But Pikmin was the last time that I thought Nintendo did something impressive to me. Although I was a huge fan of Mario and Luigi All-Stars on the Game Boy Advance. That was an awesome RPG. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
Just curious, actually. What would your dream be getting anything?
That's all the question.
One thing you look forward to playing the most with something you make.
I probably shouldn't talk about that. No, seriously. I mean, I'm trying to get stuff made. So hopefully next time I'm here, I can show you. And you'll go, that's not very good. I'll cry.
I was just wondering if you would play Lemmings or Resident Evil 5.
Lemmings or Resident Evil 5? These are your two. Resident Lemmings. You know what? All I did was play the demo of Resident Evil 5 because it pretty much came out as soon as I left for Australia. So I'll probably pick it up when I get back, but based on the demo, I really didn't like the controls. I was not a fan of the controls. They're very old school Resident Evil controls, and I think that control scheme has been adapted and sort of evolved, like Dead Space. It was Resident Evil in space, but the control scheme was a lot more pleasant for me.
Have you been sent any audio clips?
Recently?
Anytime.
Not anything that I can remember in recent times. Most of what I've been getting here are just like little stuff wombats, because I mentioned how much I love wombats in a sexual way. And so I'm getting all these wombats and little stuffed ones there. I haven't done anything strange here yet, so good on you.
Hello?
Hello?
Did you find any of the video games or games or movies that you enjoyed any of them at all?
not really a question, but I know you are senior consoles. I run a game store, and if you're around here, locally, I'll give you the Brisbane Eagle.
Although, I don't think I'll be able to play it.
We've got NTSC.
Yeah, because it's PAL here, right?
We PS3 plays all range.
You're my favorite person in the world. Every question is coming from this man from this point on.
If you
Holy fucking
do want to
shit.
travel, come down to the Gold Coast.
How far is that?
Not that far, about an hour and a quarter of good speed.
I will do that.
I sent you a message to your Twitter. I am a stalker, big time.
Close number.